I'm wearing the Farmer Jack shirt today.
Oh yeah, sporting the Farmer Jack. Is that one? Is that one that was for me and it shrunk? I wore it so many times in all our videos that it shrunk when we washed it so many times. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, here's a story. I did some makeshift quickie plumbing on the bathhouse last fall. We didn't get the bathhouse done till late summer, so I had 3/8 clear PVC line, flexible line, that I had an excessive amount of it, so I just used that. I used all 3/8 barb brass fittings. I didn't use PEX stuff when I probably should have. I had certain amount of stuff on hand in the 3/8 line and certain things that just made this easier. So now I'm paying for it. I mean, I kind of knew it was temporary, but this stuff is not made for high pressure situation. Not that that little tiny pump puts out tons of pressure down there. This morning, I left the pump on. The line popped right by the pump. So we're going to replace a couple of quick pump lines. We don't have to worry about lines popping all the time. So let's get something rolling. Yeah, Jenny's giving me a thumbs up. She's like, yeah, I don't want to worry about this stupid line popping thing anymore. So that's what we're doing today. What I did is got a higher pressure PSI braided PVC line. It has braid in it that increases strength. It's not going to flex as much. So this should take care of us for good. Follow me along. Alright guys, all these are just hose clamped on. See, this connection was always kind of janky. I was surprised it didn't pop off. It just slips over. The line was hard to get in here to start. Alright guys, this is the threaded fitting that goes on to the pump. Didn't want to break that. Used all these 3/8 line brass tees. See this line, it's clear. See how it's, this one just popped a hole in it. This is the one coming right off the pump. It just, there's nothing to, it's not high PSI line. I knew it would fail at some point. I was just hoping it would fail 2 years down the road, not a few months in. Said PEX would probably be the proper way to do this, but this braided line I knew would fit and just be an easy swap for all these and use all my pre-existing fittings. I can just measure these up, same size. Should probably have some cutters here so I can cut myself. Just push this against the wall and squeeze it on. This one goes up to the sink. Alright, now gotta figure out how to get this into here. This is what the problem I had last time is. This wasn't really, there's really no direction, like how you're supposed to put this onto the pump. It's just got a straight fitting. Last time I know I heated it up and got it in there and then it squeezed on. So put this one on too, because this one's gonna go to the shower. So it'll be easier to do when it's not all connected. So I'm gonna heat this up. Kind of getting this so warm that I can fold filled it in there. There we go. So the diameter line, like I said, there's no real way they show how you're supposed to use this connection. That just slides onto a barb that's on the pump. I'm gonna heat this up just a titch. It comes out of the pump, goes over here to this T, and one line it goes up to the sink. We don't have hot water to the sink, just cold water for washing hands. So that's the next step. Stick that in. Got this hose clamp on here already. There we go. That's our 12-volt battery, just to have little cheapy lines going up to the lights, and a little bit heavier gauge for the pump. It's a 100-watt pump, it says. So now I come over here, go to the sink. Now it runs over to this T. One line goes to the toilet. One line goes up to the shower. Cut it along the brass and that frees it up. There we go. Like I said, then it goes over to this T. Alright guys, that's about as good as it's going to get. So now instead of having this line come up here and around by our feet where it was before, it looks more professional. It's right behind the shower. I had to take a couple screws out up top that I had mounted it to the wall. Pull the shower back a little bit, and now it's coming over here behind the shower. That was not ideal, but it's better than leaving it right here for us to trip on and blah blah blah. So all right, get the rest of this put together. All right guys, bathhouse replumb update wrap up video. Only had a few percent left on the battery. Had to go freshen up the battery for the old GoPro. Everything went okay, everything went good. Just basically, like I said, swapped all those unbraided 3/8 lines that go from the pump. I didn't do the suction. There's no point doing the suction line on the left there, because there's no pressure there. So now we have new lines going up to the sink, and then going over here behind the shower, and up and over and down by the toilet. Everything's braided. There you go. All fresh new line. Hopefully this braided line lasts. If it doesn't, then I'll be doing PEX. The PEX, I think the PEX fittings are just a little bit different, so I didn't want to have to disconnect and replace every single fitting. Like even just adapting that down to a brass fitting for this 3/8 line was this bathhouse took forever last year because we're not super close to town. Half-hour drive, and every time I thought I had something or had everything, I would need one more, you know, hose conversion down to 3/8 bar. I mean, I needed probably 20 different fittings to do it this way. So like I said, it might have been easier just to use PEX and maybe everything would have been more universal, but I doubt it. Would have probably been the same thing, just with PEX fittings. So anyway, let's hope this lasts. I have the pump on. I'm going to leave it on while we're fiddle farting down here. See if it holds up. It was kind of a pain in the butt to have to worry about that and turn the pump on and off all the time. Now we should be able to leave it on while we're here, and then everything's just automatic and not worry about a line blowing out. So we have lots more projects for next visit. But we had to get this done today so we could take showers later and use the bathhouse. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. You know, our videos are going to be a lot of cabin stuff, but there's also off-grid stuff we got to deal with. So if you want to be comfortable. So see you guys later. Thank you once again. We appreciate y'all for watching.